matter of fact though, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high?
All right, guys. Ian Anderson, Corey Merle.
Hey, here we are.
Sunshine Coast Disc Golf. We're back. Hey, Corey. Let's watch some disc golf.
Let's do it.
So we got the 2016 Masters Cup FPO Round 2 lead card part Ducks, Corey.
Oh, my favorite of all the parts.
Katrina Allen coming in with a one-stroke lead over Paige Pierce. Paige Bjerkaas, she's lurking.
Yeah, she's hanging in there.
Yeah.
She's playing well.
Yeah, no doubt. We're on the hole 12, the kitchen. Throwing across this giant canyon ravine type deal that's filled with trees and all kinds of stuff you don't want to walk
Throwing over
through.
doom.
Yeah, probably there's some poison oak down there. You don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's a toughie.
You never know if your shot is good off a tee here. You hope it is, but you never really know.
And Paige just threw it straight into the right.
Oh no.
She's in trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no. You need to hit this gap. Oh wow.
Miss it.
Paige flirted with that tree branch, but stayed clean. And if you're gonna miss, that's where you want to miss.
Exactly.
Is
Left side.
Left side and at least pin high, if not long. Katrina turned that one over a little much. Probably gonna catch some shrubbery on the way down. Zoe Andyke not getting enough turn on that.
Yeah, just washing out to the left.
Yeah. So that's Paige down there, I'm guessing, in the woods.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
The 1 pixel of her that's visible.
That was pretty good from there.
Yeah, no, she bit off a good chunk, and you know, if she can just toss it right to the basket, take her medicine, get her 4, she can get out of here.
Looked like a good up from Zoe.
Yeah, that was a great shot, right under the basket. You couldn't see it from there because of all the trees, but she punched through a few and just slid right up.
That was Paige's 3rd shot. This is Paige's 4th. Could be taking a 5.
Yeah.
Not altogether unexpected after that drive.
Yeah,
it's this hole.
It's a disaster if you get down there, and 5s are kind of what you get if you go in early.
Oh, Katrina just misses for birdie.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, for
Was that par?
for par. Yeah, she
Okay.
ended up taking a 4 there, unfortunately.
And Paige Pierce. Getting it down there. Is that a par for Paige?
That is, yeah. She just kind of washed off to the left and then
Pitched in for a par.
pitched in for a par precisely.
Tied with Katrina now.
She is
After Katrina.
+7.
Kat took that bogey.
Mm-hmm.
And we are on to hole 13, I-5. 550 feet of dogleg left. It is incredibly open and then incredibly not open.
Yeah, I mean, you're just kind of trying to mash it straight, finish left. If you can be right at the opening of these trees, you're in business for another, frankly, ridiculously hard shot. But,
Yeah.
That's what we get.
Yeah, the low ceiling and all these little trunks make this second shot really the tough part of this
There's
hole.
just so much to catch.
Absolutely. Paige Pierce
Throwing a putter?
playing it out to the right. That's kind of like the Steve Rico play I've seen
Yeah,
before.
kind of just toss it off there to the right, and then see what if we can throw it up and over the trees.
Good looking pull from Zoe.
Yeah, ripped it. Although it is hyzering out a little early. Yeah, she didn't quite have the distance she was looking for.
Yep. Katrina. No slouch in the distance
No.
department. Crushes it. Probably wanted that to fade just a little bit earlier to get a skip, but still, she's at the opening you kind of want to be at.
Bjerkaas over here throwing it too.
She throws far. Dang, dude.
And that's what we're talking about. Right at the opening of those trees.
So Paige Pierce, she did set herself up for this hyzer line over the trees.
Boom.
Yeah. And wow. That'll work, Corey.
That was a great shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of dunk it in there.
So it looks like Zoe just kind of has to pitch out another fairway, and you want to be on that right hand side if you have a choice. Look at this shot from Katrina.
Wow. Skip it in. That was a beauty.
Wow, like a stone on a pond right there, man. Paige Bjerkaas' second shot.
Oop, slow down. Settle.
Well, got a putt, though.
Yeah.
That's a putt, that's a putt.
And Zoe looking to find this alley off to the right with her third shot. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're kind of just trying to spike it in there, and there's more harm to be good, so a mediocre shot is great.
Paige almost gets the 3.
Yeah, just off the top of the basket. She worked for that one, too.
Sure did. Paige gets a 3.
Great 3.
Wow.
I told you, man. She came to putt today.
She did, didn't she? Zoe. Gonna be taking a 5 most likely. And this is Katrina.
Oh, sneaker.
Using the top of the cage there. And this is Paige for a 4. Well done.
Yeah, she's not happy about it, though.
She won.
that 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
she sure did. That is Zoe cleaning up a 5. And Katrina gets a nice par along with Paige Bjerkaas. And Katrina is down the lead by a stroke over Paige. Gonna take us to hole 14. It is uphill off the tee, then it flattens out and kind of curves left the entire way. And then
Yeah, that gap is so tight, though.
Oh man, yeah. You see, some people go over the top with like kind of hyzers, with the aim of taking a par.
Yeah, just kind of
Unless you have-
avoiding all the trouble.
Yeah, unless you have a ridiculous arm, you're not going to birdie with a hyzer shot. And you can see it just gets so crowded down here by the pin,
Yeah,
Corey.
it takes such a fine shot to miss everything.
Mm-hmm. Katrina Allen,
Straight up the gut, playing
Wow.
skip.
yeah, she's out there.
Yeah, solid.
You're at the top. You're happy. Paige Bjerkaas, also thread. Oh,
Boom, pure.
right. I was gonna say like bullseye on that
Yeah.
gap. Right in the middle of it. Paige Pierce also hits it pretty. Ooh.
Yeah, she got over on it, and it
Sure
kicks
did.
right.
Oh, off that tree right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Zoe Andyke.
Just what you were talking about.
Yep. This is kind of the golf play right here. Play for par. Well, that was pretty solid.
No, it was great. Slid over right there on the left. Gives her an open look to the basket.
Yeah, big ol' hyzer. Paige Pierce going forehand on her second shot.
Whoa, trying to recapture the magic of day 1.
Right.
Yeah, she threw in from
She-
150?
Yeah, she
100 feet out?
almost skipped that one in. And Zoe's second shot after the hyzer drive.
Oof, flashing the basket.
Yeah.
I think it was a little short, though.
Is it
Yeah.
pretty solid up from where she was though? Paige Pierce. Oh, she just left it a little bit left there.
Yeah, she had to look at it, but she couldn't quite keep it straight.
Katrina put an Annie at the basket and gets within putting range. Paige Bjerkaas with a forehand third shot. Not so much. This is Zoe for a what? 3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting it done.
Good 3. Good smart 3.
Oh.
Oh, Paige. Gonna miss her par right there. Gonna be taking a 4. This is Katrina coming back for her par. Oh no.
Oh.
Just misses. Paige Bjerkaas. Well done. I believe that's for a 4.
Just get out of there. Take your 4.
Yep. Paige makes hers. Katrina makes hers. That hole will get you, man.
Yeah, as long as you stay out
Yeah.
of trouble, you can gain a stroke, just
Remember-
like Zoe did there.
No one really talks about that hole, but it's a hard hole, man.
Yeah, it just takes a very fine drive and a very accurate second shot.
Exactly, yeah. On the hole 15, it is a dog leg right. You got to throw on kind of most people throw an Annie with some late fade. Got to go over these trees and then under this canopy, which is easier said than done. It's a really fine elevation you need to hit that's pretty far away.
It's a very, very much a touch shot, even though you do have to put some mustard on it to get over these trees.
Good looking pull from Zoe, Corey.
There we go. I think she wanted it to be a little more right than that.
Yeah, agree.
But, she'll live with it.
For sure.
How about that, though?
Katrina Allen. Ooh, if that gets some late fade, that could be really good. Oh, Paige wanted that one too
Yeah.
much. Kick down. It looks like it hopefully didn't roll all the way down. Paige Pierce.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ride the elevator.
With a little air bounce. If that faded in, it could work.
Yeah, she didn't make it all the way down the hill, fortunately. Still a tough shot, though.
Yeah.
Tunnel. Bad footing.
Yeah, finishes short left with that
She's
tree
not
hit.
happy again, though.
No. Zoe just looking to lay up for a par, which with all these routes is easier said than done, but does it well. And this is Paige for a par. Oh, man, she is a putter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aggressive.
for sure. Paige Pierce for birdie.
Through the tree.
Do it. Oh,
No.
that's the Macbeth right there.
Exactly.
He was doing it
Just thinking the same thing.
right. And Katrina, was that for par for Katrina?
Yeah, she just, she laid up.
Just pitched out.
Yep, pitched out. She was actually on the other side of the tree,
Yeah.
and, like we said, day law is a tough course to play, tough course to film.
Yep.
I had to choose one side.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. So Katrina holding on to that one-stroke lead over Paige. We're on to hole 16, 435. It's pretty much dead straight. It's another one of the 2 open holes that play through this meadow.
Yeah, dead straight, but it finishes to the right, so it does favor, you know, maybe a backhand roller or that big flex forehand if you have it.
For sure.
You know, these ladies are just pretty much just trying to pump anything past those little barricades for those.
Yep.
For those whatever they are, fir trees or I don't know, saplings.
Exactly. Zoe Andyke.
What do you know? Smooth and pure.
Right? Look at that disc fly. Should be an easy up and down for a par.
Yep.
Katrina Allen. Throwing a hyzer flip. Get some nice turn, but needs some fade, Corey.
Yep, too much.
Yeah, you can see it was just starting to.
Yeah, it would have come out of it eventually, but the trees got there first.
Wow, Paige is still throwing something flippy.
Jeez.
She did crush it, though.
Yeah, way up there.
In all fairness. Paige Bjerkaas doesn't get that one quite over enough.
Yeah, she throws a little high, I think. Lost a little bit of the energy. I think she throws it more flat and straight. It you know, it turns over a bit.
Yeah, could totally see that. Paige just laying up for a par. That looks to be well done.
Yeah, it looked to be well done, Ian.
Yeah. We'll find out when we get up there.
Yeah.
It was not.
It was less than, you know, perfect.
Yeah, there's kind of a cliff behind that basket.
Yep. And from the other side of those little guardrails, that was a pitch up.
And Paige.
Ooh.
Was that for birdie?
That was for birdie. She was giving it a go. She stood there for a long time setting that up.
Oh, yeah, Paige did go down the hill a little bit.
She kind of slid down, and we all were thinking it was going to be right around the basket, and we just kept going and going and going.
Yeah. Good putt from Zoe to clean up. This is Paige to clean up a par.
Good putt.
Katrina also cleaning up well. I'm sure Paul said that to her as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's harsh.
Wait, you clean up well. That's a nice thing to say to a lady. What?
Oh, okay. I was going to say clean up around the house well.
No,
Like
dude.
you clean up well. The act of cleaning up. I don't know.
You said it, Corey. We're on hole 17, the lady / gravity. You got this V tree right here. Smart play is to land just to the left of it, kind of let it trickle down towards the basket.
Yeah, just throw it into the hill.
Yep.
You know, kind of just, it'll kill all the energy.
Yep, it's day last. It doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
But when it does, it's nice. Zoe, that's too high and too right. But that's,
Yeah, she tried to throw that Nova, and it just rode that left to right.
That was a good kick for a second, and then
And it kind of just rolled down.
And then I said bye-bye.
Yeah.
Katrina Allen, taking the outside line. Oh, no. Coming in.
Couldn't quite commit to either of the lines.
It's settled, though.
Yeah, it did.
Got a putt. Paige Pierce.
And it kept going.
Wow. That'll happen on gravity. Paige Bjerkaas, that came out way early.
Yeah, just kind of, straight into the ground.
Gonna have to settle for a par, which that's a good upshot. She has a really nice little forehand up.
Exactly.
That's-
It's a utility shot for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, I thought that was going in.
Right? Avery
Yeah.
2.0 from the other coverage.
It was. It looked exactly like it. So we're looking for Paige Pierce's disc, I take it?
Yeah, we spent a good amount of time looking for it, and it turns out it actually didn't go quite as far down the hill as we thought. It was a little more up, but she had, a nightmare lie, but nothing in front of her, so she was able to kind of fling it out.
I think all you could see was her nose on that line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just kind of throwing the disc out.
Yeah. So, did Katrina make a birdie there?
Yep.
And everybody else cleaning up a par, which Paige hopefully does as well. Yep.
Yeah, that's a putt she makes.
Yep. Katrina get a stroke on the card and has 2 over Paige.
Yeah, leading by 2. Paige Bjerkson 5 behind that, and then Zoe Andyke 2 behind that. They seem to be losing a little bit of ground. It might open up into a 2-horse race here.
Yep. Hole 18, uphill, then downhill onto a pinching fairway on a hard pan green surrounded by cliffs with the anaconda root guarding it.
This hole is just unreal. It's totally blind off the tee, and you're just turning something over, hoping it pans out.
Yeah, if you tell me you birdie this hole, I make a very impressed face.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I can
it's
see
like
that
a
face now.
It's like a real one. It's like not
Quite
even faking.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good birdie. Not the best drive.
Nope. Her and Dustin all about the Atlases, though.
Yeah, they are, man.
I throw them all the time.
Paige Pierce just catches that tree, or that would have worked, Corey.
Yeah, she just hung out a little too wide, but it had the right action for sure.
Paige Bjerkaas?
I just couldn't. Yeah,
Couldn't
quite
hold-
muscle up on it.
Yeah, I needed to hold that line a little longer. See the basket way down there. Oh man, upshots on this hole are so treacherous.
Snake root be nice.
Good one from Zoe. Left
there you
herself
go.
the long putt though.
Yeah, that Nova though, she threw it because it wasn't gonna roll away. Or
Yeah, it sits really well. Paige Bjerkaas also comes a little bit short. Paige Pierce taking the outside line. That's a scary putt. Oh my goodness.
It hit the ground gentle right there. It just bounced 15 feet away.
I swear, any disc that hits that tree kicks right. It seems like. Katrina with the best upshot of the group gets over to the anaconda.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Oh, it sure is. Good basket hit, Paige. Don't be too sad.
I know.
That didn't go over the cliff. That could easily happen.
Hey, the way she's putting today,
Yeah, this is true.
very well
Has a
made that
right.
putt,
Has a
yeah.
right to be upset for sure. And Zoe with a little chain on the pro side, unfortunately. Paige Pierce with a death putt. Good par
makes
putt,
good.
Corey.
Yeah.
Katrina with the easiest of the putts for par. Alrighty. Katrina holding on to that 2-stroke lead over Paige. We're on to hole 19. It's a backhand hyzer hole. There's a gap that's pretty obvious through these big 2 trees. But the gap is not what it seems, Corey.
No, it seems super inviting, like you want to just throw right into it. But most of the discs, yeah, you can see it right here. Most of the discs that you're throwing into there are gonna go right at that center clump of trees.
Yep.
So you want to kind of hang it way out to the right and let it finish, or something a little bit more straight.
Inside.
Inside, maybe a flex forehand if you have it, something
Yep.
like that.
Katrina Allen. She is taking the outside line, it looks like, hoping to cut middle through those trees. She did it.
She did. No, she hit that little branch up there, but still, you'll take that drive.
Oh, yeah. Paige Pierce, hoping to take the inside line.
Good, nice, clean.
Zoe Andyke.
Sawed it off a little bit.
She did.
Oh, no.
Did it skip in the road?
No, it's just right up against those logs over there. This one did skip it in the road.
Did it, yeah.
It did.
That had
yeah.
some mad action. Looking at Paige Bjerkaas' third shot after an OB stroke.
And that's a nightmare. You can't see anything, but she fought through it all.
Sure did. Oh,
Zoe, yeah, straight
not so
to the
much.
tree.
Yeah.
No. Come on, big putt, Zoe.
just need a little more on that, you know.
Yeah,
Perfect
she's been
line.
right on the edge of so many big putts.
Sure has. Paige Pierce for birdie. Another pro side chain out.
Oh, sneaker right over. Katrina. You got to have those. If you're trying to
Yeah.
make a run, if you're trying to pull away from the pack, those are
Yeah,
ones you need.
those are separators.
A birdie on this hole would have been great.
Oh, sure, it would have. Paige dropping in her par after a missed birdie putt. And Katrina holding on to 2 strokes over Paige Pierce. On to hole 25 core. We're going uphill. My legs are tired just looking at this hole, man.
Gosh, jeez. Yeah, no, it's
399.
It's a pump, man. It is just impossible for anyone to get to unless they're like lead card MPO.
Yeah, man, I can't throw that far on flat ground.
No.
Man, let alone making me go up 200 feet.
No.
Ridiculous.
I just take it in chunks. That's really the only thing you can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Play a smart shot up to the opening and then throw as hard as you can to go 40 feet
Yeah.
laterally. Katrina, oh no, you can't do that, Corey.
Yeah, but at least she gets the good roll, gets some separation away
Wow.
from the tree so she's not just completely surrounded.
Might be able to do something from there. You never know.
Yeah.
Zoe Andyke playing around this tree, it looks like.
She ripped it, but,
She did.
you know.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Did it work?
No, it just kind of, I mean, it went past a tree and she's throwing straight up the hill, but she did kind of get under that second tree a little bit. It's just a little too straight.
Gotcha. Pretty good placement shot from Paige. You should be able to get a par from there.
Oh, absolutely. And so now we head up the hill and we had some people following us. We had a good little gathering.
Nice, man. Very cool.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz and Daylight locals came out in force.
Oh, yeah. This was the last card of the day, so people started accumulating and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Little foot fault there. Tree.
She does to get that great turnover.
Wow, that was a great shot, though.
Yeah.
It sure was. And Paige Bjerkaas getting it up the hill. Sit. Ugh.
Hey, it's that.
It did. She's got a putt.
Under the tree is not ideal.
Oh.
And see, that's where Zoe ended up. So she got pin high.
Yeah.
Well, pin forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. The only way to get pin high is to be in the
a tree,
in the
maybe?
basket or next. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a tree also works. Yes. Paige just laying it for a 3. This is Zoe for a 3. Oh, sit. Oh my
Okay,
goodness. Paige Bjerkaas looking to save her par.
Yeah, she spent a long time lining this up.
Oh, that's a hand-foot fault thing?
Yeah, she loves to putt, but quickly realizes
Yeah.
things are not what she thought.
Yep. So now here's a reattempt, and
I ain't saying nothing.
yep, I didn't see anything. I saw nothing either. Paige Pierce, good putt right there. These are just scary putts in this hole. Anything rolls.
That misses. Yeah, anything that misses, you rolled 200 feet down the hill, 150 feet.
Yeah. So everybody being very careful with their drop-ins. And you can see everybody walk. This hill is just so steep. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you need like an escalator or something.
Right?
I don't know.
Something,
Carve
man.
in some official stairs.
Katrina got carding a bogey there. Her lead is only 1 over Paige. It's going to take us the whole 26. We're going uphill, and we're dog-legging right. Or you can actually go straight at it. It's a little more aggressive line. You can get some nasty tree kicks, Corey.
Uh-huh. And this is actually where my battery decided to go away.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm a one-man crew out there, so
Uh-huh.
I was slinging backpacks. I broke my zipper. It was a whole thing. But we're here.
You salvaged.
We got the action.
Nice, man. Paige Pierce kicking left on that Annie backhand line. Katrina Allen going hyzer. This is the more aggressive line, but
Yeah, but she was just a little bit too far to the right.
not the worst kick, though. Kicked up the hill.
Kick up and back into action.
Yeah, kick down the hill, and you're in some serious trouble.
Smooth, silky drive. She's got great touch with those drivers.
Sure does. And Paige Bjerkaas.
Trying for that aggressive right side, but
Ooh.
yeah, she just left it out there. How about this upshot, though?
Wow. I did not see her salvaging a par after that drive.
Yeah, right.
To be honest, yeah.
You gotta look.
That is Paige Pierce. Fine. It's a pretty good line. Come up a little bit short.
Hits the tree, but at least she spits out on the good side.
Oh, Katrina hit a tree. Oh,
No.
sit. No way.
Don't go into the tall grass.
Is it still rolling, Corey?
It is. You can see it wiggling back.
Oh, yeah, huh? Keep tickling some grass. Looking at her third open to salvage a 4. Wow. Did she almost put that in?
She did. It was a little short, but I mean, it had the right action for sure, and it was right at the basket.
Yeah, good upshot right there from Zoe. And we got Paige Pierce.
Yeah, from the bridge up there, hit the tree, and this is where I had made base camp to change my battery for a moment.
Awesome. Good putt from Katrina, salvaging a 4. Zoe, oh no, that would have been a good par.
Yeah.
Could have taken a 4 instead. Paige Pierce. I believe this is also for a 4. So Katrina not losing any ground to Paige.
How about Bjerkaas?
Pierce, anyway.
Yeah.
I think Bjerkaas got a par. Yeah,
Yep.
she did.
That was a great scramble.
And there sure was. Katrina Allen, so like I said, still holding on 1 stroke over Paige Pierce onto hole 26A. Oh, that was, I'm sorry, the last one was 26. This is 26A. It is dead straight, 350-ish. Cliffs left and right.
Yeah, that wicked right to left wind that's usually brewing right by the basket too. It opens up a little bit, and you get those swirling winds. Tough to predict when you're throwing a drive.
Sure is.
You can even see it there.
Yep. And Paige Bjerkaas on the box after carding up par.
Yeah, right up the gut. Standard play.
Paige Pierce. Oh, she wanted that one too much, Corey.
I mean, she has the power. Don't get me wrong,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it just seems like it isn't quite. I don't know, being finessed right now.
Katrina.
Look at that.
If that can sit
touch.
down, that'll. Oh, that's a great shot, Corey.
That's a great shot.
Wow, she's a hell of a golfer, man.
Yeah.
Always impressed watching her.
She's got just great command.
Zoe Andyke not getting enough turn on
And
that one.
It just didn't hit much either. It kind of just.
Did
filtered
it
down.
really? Oh,
it didn't.
no.
It didn't go all the way down the hill, but
Farther than you want.
exactly. Great upshot.
Good job from Paige. So this is
Paige
Paige Pierce. Pitches up.
and had nothing.
Wow.
She had a very tiny window, and it was just slim pickings.
Ouch. Oh.
Yeah.
That's a longer bogey
She
putt than
was
she
not
wanted.
Having,
The
the
whole.
time of her life right now.
Yeah. Zoe pitches out of the woods pretty nicely. Should be able to get a par. Oh no.
Couldn't quite convert the bird.
No. Paige Pierce for a bogey. That's a double, Corey.
That's a double on 26A.
Ouch,
and
man.
that's you want so much more for
What
that.
was a one-stroke lead is now 3
Just
for
like
Katrina.
that.
Katrina really kind of, makes her sleep a little easier on the next night. There is one hole left, but
Yeah, no, she's got some wiggle room here with 3 strokes.
Mm-hmm.
You're not neck and neck. You can make a few mistakes and you're still okay.
On hole 27, 550 feet, it is dead straight if you want it. It's also a forehand hyzer or a backhand hyzer if you want it.
A lot of room to work with, so dealer's choice.
Yep, the danger here is the OB road just past the basket, which comes into play more on.
Or the backhands, right?
Unless
you're getting aggressive and turning a forehand over.
Yeah, it's usually the backhand.
Yeah, you're usually kind of hitting and sliding out.
They can sail pretty easy. Looks like Paige Bjerkaas has the box, picking between plastic. I saw her rip it in Enforcers today. She crushes those things.
Crushes whatever this is.
Yeah, this is mashed.
Hanging up there, too.
Get towards the pin.
Finish.
Wow.
Great shot.
Unreal.
Thanks to that tree there. Crowd approves.
Rightly so, sir. Katrina Allen throwing a hyzer flip up the
Look at that,
middle.
Straight at it.
Love this shot. Go. Go.
Oh, be good.
Oh!
Wow.
That was off the basket, Corey.
Gosh,
the
so
top-
close to Sports Center.
Off. I know, right?
Close.
Number 1 right there. Could have been just off the top of the tray.
Gosh, man, that was close.
Unbelievable.
They freaked on it. There we go.
Yeah,
Now there's that road.
Actually, safe.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Saved by the logs or something.
Yeah, by the tree down there. Paige is taking the Katrina line, which you can't blame her after she almost aced it.
Yeah, look at her.
Get down, get left. Go.
Oh, see, she had just a little bit more juice on it.
Wow. What a line, though.
How about those 3 drives, though, right?
Super impressive.
Showing well for themselves.
Yeah, no doubt. So this is Zoe pitching out from the woods.
Oh, yes, from under the tree.
Yeah. So she's going to be putting for par. She's doing right here. Paragon that thing right in there. Oh. Not so much.
No, she wanted it.
She did.
The gallery sitting out here. Big putts are always appreciated.
Paige Pierce, not so much for par. Going to be taking a...
She just...
Or Birdie going to be taking a par, sorry.
Couldn't find the basket with a lot of the putts.
It was just a little bit low, right?
How about that bird by Katrina, though?
Yeah, well, good way to finish. Separating even further from Paige.
Great bird from Bjerkaas as well.
Yeah. And Zoe makes a good 4.
Yeah, good finish.
Paige Pierce.
And that'll do it, Ian. That's 24 holes.
That's the list.
Round 2.
Yep, we counted that high. We did it. Katrina Allen has a 4-stroke lead going into the final round, which is on the traditional golf course at De La Viega.
It's long, Ian.
It is long, man.
It's windy, Ian.
It was that too.
Yeah, it's tough.
It was also a beautiful day, though.
Oh my gosh, gorgeous, right?
Yeah, it's a nice
Best
cloud
day of the
cover,
3.
but awesome, beautiful sky. Yep, good stuff, good stuff. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Bye-bye.